Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back over on the research farm. I've just finished feeding up here for the morning, and I just wanted to show you something that we've changed here recently. If you've been watching my videos, in one of the previous ones I took you around the machinery here and I showed you our 54-55 loader tractor, the Fergie, and I said that we couldn't quite reach properly into the feeder wagon with that loader because it was a bit short, and I mentioned that we had a plan to change that. The only problem is it's not quite tall enough to tilt the bucket right down for when you want to, shake the bucket out into the feeder wagon. So we've got a plan for that. And here it is. So this is our 6470 Massey Ferguson tractor that we've had anyway. This one's always had the loader brackets. The loader that is on this tractor now actually came with this tractor when it was bought here. So the loader that's on here is a 956 Massey loader. I'll give you a little look at that now. Now this loader was on Growler, which is the 54-55 for a while, but this is too big really for Growler, and it belongs on this one. So that's why we bought the new loader for the other Fergie when we got the John Deere, when we got the new tractor. So the idea is to have this one over here for doing the feeding, because you can reach into the feed wagon a lot better. So I'll just take you inside and show you a few bits about it that I like, a couple of things that I dislike, and compare the two. First impressions of using this loader, it's obviously a lot bigger than the quickie one on the other tractor, and also the visibility of the headstock when you're hooking implements up is obviously a bit worse because the bonnet is longer on this tractor. The other tractor's got the stoop nose bonnet, which is ideal for hooking things up because you can see exactly where your pinning cones are for hooking on the attachments, and it's a lot easier. But so that's the one gripe that I have with this one, is the visibility of hooking things up. And to get around that, we're just unhooking the bucket and things. I don't know if you can see in the shed there very well, probably not. We're just unhooking the bucket and the grabs and things on one bale of straw so that you're at sort of bonnet level, not really eye level. That's the one thing I don't quite like about it. One thing I really like about it is this. So this is the joystick for controlling the loader. It also does the spools on the tractor if you wanted to. You just press this button here, so it's in spool mode. When the button's on, lit up red, that means it's in loader mode. So left and right as a normal loader for tilting up and down, for going up and down. And then if you see on the side here, there's a little black button here, and there's another one on the other side here. That operates the third service. So if you've got a shear grab on, you don't have to crowd these buttons, you just press them. So open and close. I don't know if you could hear that when I press the button, the tractor automatically revs himself up. So if I press the button again, so that's to avoid having to try and clutch, brake and accelerate, or put your foot on the throttle if you want to accelerate the movement of the grab or whatever you're using, which is really nice. It also works for lifting the loader up and down. So if I'm here lifting the loader up, you hear the engine rev. The more I pull back, the quicker it will go, which is quite nice. If you want to do it gently, you can still do it gently, but if you really want to go flat out, you pull it back and it will rev himself up. One more thing whilst we're in the cab here that I really like is the way you can hook things on and off. So on the other one, hooking off is fine, it's all hydraulic on the headstock, same as this one. You've got a button that you hold and crowd the joystick back for releasing the pins. On this one it's slightly different. You've got to bring up the little screen here on the Fergie. So this is the screen you have when you turn the tractor on. To get to the one we want, you use the buttons on the dash here, so you click right 3 times, I think it is, and that brings up this page. So this page is important for, we need it for unhooking and hooking things on and off. If I hold down OK, you see on the right hand side here it says OK, there's an up and a down arrow. The bottom one there where it says off, it should say off, it says off, is the locking pins. So if I hold down OK, it now says on. So to unhook anything, you've got to have on the screen there, so you're holding down OK, and you press either the left or the right depending on whether you're hooking on or off. So there's no way of accidentally unhooking your pins whilst you're using it, which is brilliant, and obviously a lot safer than other ways of doing it. The other thing I really like about the system, the electronic system here for hooking things on and off, is that you can depressurize your pipes without having to turn the engine off. I only figured it out actually this morning. I was thinking there must be a way of doing it, and I was going through the list of things there on the screen, and I see one there that I thought, oh, that must be what I want to use to unhook or to depressurize the pipes. So this is the way I found of doing it. On the screen here you've got this top one, which is the basically the revs for up and down. If I press up on my dash, you see it now says off. So now when I pull my loader back, it will rev up and down still for moving the booms, but not for pressing my buttons. So that's lost all the power to those. So if I've got a shear grab on the front and I want to unhook it, on the other loader I would have to turn the tractor off, turn the tractor back on to the ignition, so the tractor's not running but the ignition's on, hold in the third service button and wiggle the stick until it releases the pressure. On this one, what you do is you go to this screen and you get this top one to turn off, and then if you've got the grab on, usually how it works is you have left here to close the grab, so you would hold left and you would tilt left at the same time and you would see the pipes collapse. So when the pipes collapse, that means that the pressure's come out of them, so you can then get out, you can take the pipes off without having to turn the tractor off. You then come back in, you hold down your OK button to release your locking pins, and that's it, your attachment's off the tractor. So that's a really good way of doing it. I haven't got to turn the tractor off and on, it saves a lot of starting and stopping the tractor. So just whilst we're looking at the tractor, obviously this is a multi-purpose thing, we use it for scraping as well, so we've only got the one machine over here for doing both jobs. I did have to adjust the wings on the scrape, so they've opened right up now, just so we've got a bit of clearance each side of the wheel, so you haven't got to get quite so tight to the edge of the shed when you're scraping. So that's fine. The only thing is the hydraulics are a bit slow on the back end for lifting up and down, but all I do is when I'm scraping is I just lift it high enough to clear the floor, so I haven't got to wait for it to go back down for a long time. The loader is self-leveling, which the other one is as well, which is ideal. You haven't got to keep trying to find your level. It's always there or thereabouts in the right place. This is a 956, so I have no idea what that means. Whether that means it's 5.6 metre machine, maximum lift height, I don't know. Somebody might be able to tell me in the comments. That's about it. That's what we're doing over here this winter. Obviously, in an ideal world, we'd have a telehandler, but there's just no way to justify having a telehandler over here just for feeding up in the winter when we use this tractor so much in the summer as well. This tractor is really nice. It's a 50k box, so it's fast on the road. It's got the front suspension, it's got the air seat. You know, that pulls the silage trailer. It did all the fert spinning until we put it on the John Deere. Just a really nice tractor. So just to quickly recap, the only thing I can really fault this one on is the bonnet gets in the way of the headstock when you want to hook things up. But as I said, we just unhook the attachments on a bale, and that solves that problem pretty easy. Other than that, I mean, the fact that he revs himself up when you're lifting up and down is brilliant. It saves you having to use your foot throttle or your hand throttle. He's more than tall enough to feed into our wagon. He's got loads of power for the hydraulics, so he leaves a really nice clean face, cutting the grass nice and quick. And yeah, what more can I say about it? If I've missed anything and you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer them if I can. Other than that, chaps, I think that's it. So thank you for watching. If you haven't, then please hit the subscribe button, ding the little bell so you'll be notified about my videos every Wednesday and Sunday. If you want to, the link to my Instagram is also down in the description. You can go and follow me on there. I try and post once a day if I can. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.